Welcome back to Fantasy 1.0. Today we're going to talk about wide receivers, ones I like and ones that I don't.
And yield for the apocalypse, yeah. It's the apocalypse, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go through the list of the wide receivers by their projections, their current projections by the experts, sort of give you my take on it too. And we're going to do wide receivers today. All right. So Antonio Brown, I absolutely love him. He's going third overall, best receiver in football. Yeah, that's about it. So I have no problem with taking a wide receiver with your first pick. There's a lot of depth at running back this year, and there's a lot of really good running backs you can get in the second and the third round. It's just, you got your Derrick Henrys and your Kenyon Drakes and your Jordan Howards that are going a little bit later, which I think that will deliver a lot of value. And there's a whole bunch of rookie sort of dart throws too that you can take advantage of. So if you want to go with a guy like Brown in your first pick, go for it. DeAndre Hopkins, second guy, can do anything with any quarterback. Very athletic, lots of touchdowns. They're going to have a good offense this year, so I got no problem with that. Same with OBJ. I worry that he gets hurt quite a bit, but I think that offense is going to be a lot better. They've obviously going to have a lot stronger of a run game this year with the emergence of Saquon Barkley, so no problems with that there. I'll stop saying there's no problems with that there because these are obviously first-round draft pick wide receivers, right? So Julio Jones, I don't know what happened with the touchdowns last year. What did he get, like 3? Yeah, he got 3. So again, he's on a great offense. He's a gifted, talented wide receiver. If it's a PPR league, don't even worry about the touchdowns not regressing back to the norm. But I think that they will anyways. Expect something like 7 from him. Don't think it's going to be 3 again. Michael Thomas, I would hope to see the Saints throwing a little bit more this year. I know they sort of, that sort of backed off a little bit. I mean, he still ended up having, 1,250 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. Michael Thomas, another solid first-round pick. Keenan Allen, his injuries are like these unfortunate injuries. They're not like I'm injury-prone type of injuries. He's got a great rapport with Phil Rivers, so that's a guy that definitely, I think he's going to deliver value from where you draft him this year. Same goes for AJ Green, sort of a steady-as-she-goes pick. Devontae Adams I love because he's their number 1, Aaron Rodgers' number 1 pick. So let me just start going through these and seeing if anything is off. I think Doug Baldwin should be a little bit up. Well, no, he's 19th overall, but that's somebody I want you to keep an eye on. Mike Evans too. I think that he's slipped a little bit. Last year going into it, he was at the end of the first round. You picked him up. He did have an off year, but I expect him to bounce back. Just stay away from Tyreek Hill. Don't draft Tyreek Hill. Please don't do that. Or if you're in my league, absolutely jump all over him. Josh Gordon. The target share is going to be diminishing with Tyrod Taylor. I know Kaiser wasn't much better, but at least he was hurling the ball all over the place, albeit the other team was catching it quite a bit. So what are you going to do there? So I'll just sort of skip through guys here. So Stephon Diggs, I could see him. I see him as a little bit more of an athletic option than Adam Thielen, and he could be the one that establishes a rapport with Kirk Cousins. They're going pretty close together, but again, that's a guy that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Demary, I don't want you to draft Amari Cooper either because I don't know what you're going to get from him. It seems like his hands were made of rocks at times last year. Again, a guy like Demaryius Thomas or Larry Fitzgerald, the high floor guys, those are the guys that I like around there. I want to know I'm going to get the value in the early rounds. So I don't want to be, taking these chances. I want to play it safe and then win the league in my later rounds with all my dart throws, my well-positioned dart throws, or Sour Patch Kids thrown in the air to catch in my mouth. Allen Robinson, stay away from him. My thought, I just don't know how he's going to land in Chicago, what's going to sort of come of it. Juju Smith-Schuster, same thing. I'm holding off it. I think he's overvalued for the number 2 option, number 3 option if you include Bell in terms of passing. Golden Tate, I'll take him. I think Stafford's underrated. He consistently gets the ball. Don't touch Brandon Cooks. I don't want you going anywhere near him. Jarvis Landry, don't touch him. Robert Woods, no thank you. I don't want anything to do with the Rams backfield. They're all too expensive for what you're getting. Grab yourself some Gurley and that's it. Move on. Marvin Jones, I don't want him on my team. If he falls enough, I'll smack my forehead and take him, but no thank you. I do not want Michael Crabtree. I do not want Devin Funchess. I do not want Pierre Carson. It's not a guy I want at this point. Chris Hogan. So in this little area here, I want Chris Hogan. He's the deep threat. Brandon Cooks is gone. He's got the rapport with Brady. Pretty good offense year after year. Corey Davis, I want him. He could just be another one of those guys that's a year away from being good, and who knows? He never pans out, but I think he's going to be good. He's a big guy and fast, like a lot of wide receivers in the NFL. Jamison Crowder, Sterling Shepard. Take Sterling Shepard all day. He's lining up inside. He's lining up outside. He's their number 2 option in New York, maybe competing for that with Ingram. They're going to have a good offense this year, though, and maybe I am a Giants fan, but that's still what I think. Marquise Goodwin is Garoppolo's favorite target, or was last year. I think he could be again this year, although he's a deep threat. Want him on a lot of my teams. I don't want you touching Julian Edelman. Looming 4-game suspension. Just forget it. And there's just it's no value there. Emmanuel Sanders. I think he's got a decent floor when he's on the field, so that's a guy I'd sign off on. Stay away from Robbie Anderson. Stay away from Devontae Parker. I've been bit by the Parker bug too many times. He's always going to be that guy. He's going to come in the best shape of his life, and he's going to be awesome, and Tannehill and him are getting along great, and just forget it. Can't deal with it. I don't have time for that. Jordy Nelson, I just don't know what I'm going to get. He's 105th overall, so okay, I could see maybe taking a flyer on him. Derek Carr is a perfectly competent quarterback, although he's no Aaron Rodgers. No thank you to Kevin Benjamin. I don't want anything to do with the Bills unless your name is LaShawn McCoy. Deshaun Jackson, I'll sign off on that guy just because he has the odd big game. Especially if you're on a team, a league with like 4 wide receivers or something like that, 3 to 4 wideouts, you can put that guy on the end of the list, see where it goes. Out of this list of guys, I want you to take Randall Cobb. Like, listen to these names here. We got Josh Doxson, we got Marquise Lee, we got Dede Westbrook, and we got Randall Cobb. Like, who are you going to take out of those guys? And the fact that there's this vacuum, this pass vacuum that's been created, or reception vacuum that's been created by Jordy Nelson being gone, Randall Cobb's going to soak up some of that. So, yeah, pick him up. Brad Szymanski recommendation. So let's just keep rolling through. Rashard Matthews, I'll sign off on him at 131. Mohamed Sanu, I don't think so. I just think with Ridley in there, I think his role is going to be diminished further. Michael Gallup, somebody's got to get the ball in Dallas, so he's going 141. I'm signing off on him. It gets kind of interesting. Anthony Miller, I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I'm interested to see what Chicago's offense as a whole is going to do. So I got no serious problem with you picking up him or Mike Williams, possibly sucking up some of those touchdown targets, those red zone targets, with Hunter Henry being hurt and no real replacement emerging at tight end. Tyler Lockett, you can keep an eye on him at 149. Ted Ginn Jr., I don't think so. I think I'm taking Cam Meredith over him. Again, I'm just firing these off, but hear them up there making all that noise. I'm trying to do a show, Anyways, that's what happens when you live in the suburbs. So Martavius Bryant, I don't really know what's going to happen in Oakland. Well, soon to be Vegas, so I'll be passing on him too. Here we are, Cam Meredith. I like him. Mike Wallace, no thank you. Moore in Carolina, I wanted to see him go to a better team, but here he is in Carolina. Not that they're a bad team, it's just the passing dynamic of it. I don't think it meshes with him. Corey Coleman, I don't want to deal with any of these guys. So let's just keep going through this list a little bit. Like Paul Richardson, I want you to grab him at 170. I want you to grab Danny Amendola at 188. I think he's going to be taking some of those slot targets when he's on the field. Take a flyer on Ridley, the wide receiver for the Falcons. I think that might be just about it. I think we're in scrubland here now. And Hearns too. I want you to keep an eye out for Hearns for Dallas. Veteran presence. And again, somebody's got to get the ball there. So I think that's about it. Everything else is kind of garbage. Quincy Enunwa, keep an eye on him with the Jets too. He's good. He's that big tight end wide receiver type. He got I think it was about 900 receiving yards 2 years ago. So I could see something happening with him again, especially with Robert Anderson being a punk and getting in some sort of trouble and being suspended for 4 games. All right, so that's just a quick list of, let's say the top, looks like we're in about the top, 50 wide receivers and what I think about them. Did I miss anything out? Do you have any questions? Post those below. You can also tweet at me and say really nice things. But like this channel and like this episode and definitely subscribe to this channel because we got content coming up all the way into the into draft season, and then obviously we're going to really do a sharp focus on draft strategy during that draft period, and then we're going to be talking about waivers and players to pick up all through the season. So hit the subscribe button, and then I'll talk to you soon. That's it. That's all I have, and I'm going to throw a pen.